when I start talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, oh, some toes will curl for sure.
How are we just now finding out that Uncle Ron passed away? How did this stay out of the media? And how the hell hasn't this been plastered all over TikTok?
Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line.
Happens with exposures. You make yourself vulnerable to all kinds of attacks, seen and unseen. What happened to my friend when he passed away?
A former bodyguard was found dead just 24 hours after releasing a video exposing everything he witnessed while working with Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. The shocking revelations have reportedly left Jay-Z and Beyonce in a state of panic, especially as they tie into a new lawsuit involving the trio. But that's not all. Diddy's situation has taken an even darker turn after government officials disclosed the identities of the victims named in the indictment. There's a lot unfolding, so let's break it all down.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are. How you step on anybody to stay on the top. So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to be.
A former bodyguard was found dead just 24 hours after posting a video revealing everything he witnessed while working with Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. The shocking claims have reportedly left Jay-Z and Beyonce deeply unsettled, especially as they connect to a new lawsuit filed against them. Meanwhile, Diddy's situation has worsened significantly after the government revealed the identities of the victims named in the indictment. The case is escalating quickly. Let's break it all down. Following Uncle Ron's death, all of his TikTok videos discussing Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce were taken down and wiped from the internet. Comments on his remaining videos were also mysteriously deleted. Just days before his passing, Uncle Ron claimed he had concrete evidence proving that Jay-Z and Diddy were pulling all the strings. But shockingly, just one day after posting his revelations, he reportedly died from pneumonia.
There's no love there. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up. I'm here today, and what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Siegels. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top. All them writing for you, and then the minute you get a little taste of success, you wrote them off. You just totally said, I don't know him. Say you don't know me. I dare you. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage, I still have it. See, hardly nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be bought. This is Uncle Ron. Just like I know how you guys start.
Is it really just a coincidence that everyone close to Diddy and Jay-Z keeps dying of pneumonia? Uncle Ron appeared completely fine in his videos. He wasn't even coughing. Are we really supposed to believe that someone with no visible symptoms could suddenly develop and die from pneumonia in less than 24 hours?
Talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh, some toes will curl for sure. But hey, the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, I'm on an investigation. So that's why I'm telling what I'm telling. Because now they have proof. I have physically showed them proof. Things that I have witnessed, things that was told to me. And yeah, of course, it's coming out. Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me, believe the facts. Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused. That he was bigger than Bad Boy itself. How I know I was there. Another thing, Jay-Z wanted him out of the industry, period, so he could take over and be the biggest hip-hop artist around. But there's stories that have to be told. The truth needs to come out. A man lost his...
What exactly was Uncle Ron planning to expose? Something so serious it may have allegedly gotten him killed. In a previous video, Uncle Ron claimed that back in 1997, Diddy offered him $30,000 to take out Biggie Smalls. According to Ron, Biggie was planning to leave Bad Boy Records, and Diddy decided it was easier to eliminate him than let him walk away. Gene Deal also backed this claim, stating that Diddy orchestrated the entire setup. He emphasized there was no real reason for Biggie to be in LA right after Tupac's death, implying the entire situation was carefully planned by Diddy. Clip.
Beyonce's ex-bodyguard who threatened to expose them. Yeah, threatened to expose them, I believe, in 2023. Is deceased. He's passed away.
Allegedly, that's what they are saying.
Allegedly, that is what they are saying. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they said he died from that pneumonia.
Yes.
You know, just like Kim, just like Brittany Murphy. That pneumonia ain't no joke. Hey, every time somebody gets to telling the truth about someone, whoever's been lying, they just say a little prayer and then the pneumonia comes, and it's just yeah.
Diddy was acting strangely, and it was clear something wasn't right. Every move he made seemed calculated, as if he had planned Biggie's death step by step. Now, even Gene Deal is reportedly receiving threats for speaking out and exposing the truth behind what really happened.
Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me, believe the facts. Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused. That he was bigger than Bad Boy itself. Somebody, and we ain't gonna call no more names, dangled a bogus contract in front of his face so he wouldn't leave the company. How I know I was there. Another thing, Jay-Z wanted him out of the industry, period, so he could take over and be the biggest hip-hop artist around. And I wonder who's the biggest hip-hop artist.
According to this website, Bristol Film Festival, it looks like Ron Smith also alleged that Diddy had approached him in 1997 to carry out the death of Biggie. So not only to be his bodyguard, but to go and commit the crime on his own.
Back in March 1st, 1997, Diddy approached him and offered him $30,000 to put a hit on Biggie. All of this is alleged. He said the reason was because Diddy allegedly wanted the rights to Biggie's catalog. He also says that Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy. He goes on to say that Diddy is evil and that him and his mother have treated all of Diddy's employees like they were scum of the earth. And then he ends that video saying he has so much more to talk about when it comes to Diddy. According to Uncle Ron, Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy because he was tired of being used and abused. And then he said somebody, but we're not going to say any more names, dangled a fake contract in front of Biggie so that he wouldn't leave. He said, I know this because I was there. He said Jay-Z wanted Biggie out of the industry, period. According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z wanted to be the biggest hip-hop artist in the industry, and he said, look at him today. In his own words, he said, it's all business. These two billionaires have done what they...
Biggie's own mother personally called Gene Deal to thank him for speaking out and exposing the truth about Diddy. According to Gene, Diddy wasn't just behind Biggie's death, he also ordered the hit on Tupac. The deeper you dig, the clearer it becomes that Diddy may have been pulling the strings behind both tragedies.
97% of those people would say he had no business in LA at that time. We all knew that. Why would Puff rent studio time? Come on, man, look. You gotta look at what people do, man. You know Pac just got killed. It ain't no kind of business Big was doing. Big couldn't even walk. He couldn't run. They was pushing him around in a wheelchair, brother. Why the hell would you rent studio time in LA for him to finish your album when in fact you got your own studio, Daddy's house? Let's keep it a buck. Let's stop this bullshit, man. Let's stop doing these interviews, man, about this shit. Because people ain't getting it. He did not want the beef with the Crips. Puff ain't want the beef with the Dog Pound, Snoop them or whatever. Big started that beef.
Diddy has a long history of being linked to ordering hits, and it's widely known in the music industry that he's believed to be responsible for the deaths of both Tupac and Biggie. 50 Cent, Eminem, and even Keith D have all claimed that Puffy ordered the hit on Tupac and allegedly paid $1 million to the person who carried it out. The rumors have persisted for years, with many in the industry pointing the finger directly at Diddy for orchestrating these high-profile murders.
Hey, Miss Wallace, Gene Deal.
Oh, hi, Gene. How are you?
All right, man. You know I ain't seen you since I came to your house and had that conversation with you. How you been? You all right?
I've been okay. I've been watching you on Facebook.
I'm sorry, Miss Wallace. I'm sorry I had to do what I had to do, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay. I know you do.
Thank you, Miss Wallace. Like I told people, I said if Miss Wallace would have called me and told me to shut it down, I would have shut it down. Miss Wallace ain't called. She knew how to get in touch with me. If Miss Wallace didn't tell me to shut it down, I'm going to keep doing it because I respect you, Miss Wallace.
Do what you do.
Thank you, Ma. I appreciate you.
What you do.
What was the backstory behind that? Big Mom calling you.
My man, that had to be, if I say exhilarating, it has to be one highlights of coming out here and doing what I've done over the last, since 97. Since 97.
With exposures, you make yourself vulnerable to all kinds of attacks, seen and unseen. What happened to my friend? When he passed away, there was $250,000 on my head and $150,000 on his. But what if I had decided to go back with my head held low and said, Sean, I'm willing to play the game, and then found a way to get inside of him and move him around.
Oh wait, maybe I said that shit about boyfriend because he got Tupac killed.